Welcome back, everyone, to Dreamhack 2013. Golden Boy alongside Benson here, bringing you all the action as we are going to have a great matchup to kick things off. It's going to be Epsilon going up against MYM. MeetYourMakers. Very excited.
I've got to say, the picture of MYM.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Those guys.
It's quality.
They are some serious characters.
They really are. They really are.
You can just see they're fun guys to hang around with. But Epsilon, as you say, they fought through yesterday's BYOC, and they did so without dropping a map.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right.
Without dropping a map.
Not only did Epsilon, so just to recap a couple things that had happened from the day before, Fnatic went through and just absolutely dominated, swept their group, but they ended up dropping a map to AAA. Yes. That was the first game that we had of the broadcast, and we were like, oh goodness, is this like what's to come? Yeah. But then it ended up being not the case, as we saw a bunch of 2-0 sweeps happen from AAA as well as Epsilon. And, you know, it was, or excuse me, as well as Fnatic. But then in the BYOC area, like you said, Epsilon just dominated the competition. And then also, I believe it was, I think it was Extrius or something like that. I'm trying to remember the name of the team. Ben, that's your job.
That's my. I'm on it, bro.
You have one job. You have one job.
Right,
make me look good.
I'm sorry, bro.
Okay?
I'm sorry. Everyone reset the PC, so I didn't have my bracket.
In any case, though, the first map that we're going to be kicking things off for MYM Epsilon is going to be Zavad 311. And it seems like the players are ready to go, of course. I'm eagerly anticipating this matchup just because we've heard such great things about Epsilon. Yeah. And even the Fnatic guys said Epsilon's a very good team. So in Fnatic, actually, that roster used to be a part of Epsilon so long ago, for about 5 years, as a matter of fact. Then they decided we're going to make the transition and join Fnatic. They did so, and I don't know if it was 5 years, but that's what he said. So that's what Too Easy said. You know, I'm going over what Too Easy said.
It's been a while, but the game is about to get underway. As you said, Epsilon going up against MYM. And as always, competitive domination, they're going to have two sides to play. So after the first side, don't think, oh, yay, my favorite team won. They may not necessarily have done so. We've seen some crazy close games. We also saw some very one-sided games yesterday. And who do you want to kick things off on board with, Alex?
Well, I'm actually checking out some of the MYM guys here, looking at S8F here as he's actually navigating around by, seems like it's going to be C area, C flag, over by the yard. He's going to go and cap that one with ease. Taking a look here at some of the players. Of course, we got Flax, we got Duckle Chen, Wafi, S8F, as well as Punch Rule. Then on the Epsilon side, we have David 2K, Horik, Gera, Core, and Duke. So these are going to be the guys that we're checking out here in this matchup. It is going to be a best of three. Maps are actually going to be Zavad 311, which they're playing right now, as well as Operation Locker and Dawnbreaker. So those are going to be the maps that we're checking out here today. But anyway, taking a look here at S8F.
Well, MYM, they've managed to secure that Bravo and Charlie flag. Just Alpha is left under the Epsilon control. And you can see Epsilon score just slowly diminishing away. Start the game, there's nothing really for them to be worried about. And this is a strategy we saw yesterday on this map so many times. You know, control B, control C, and really just force the opposition to spawn out at A. And from then, you didn't really need to even push for that trip cap. You can just try and get them in that spawn trap that we saw so many times yesterday and just, you know, force that bleed. And right now, that's what MYM are doing so well. They've only lost 3 tickets almost 2 minutes into this game.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we saw that a lot yesterday where I think Fnatic, they ended up dropping, it was like a grand total of like 6 tickets, and the other team was actually similar to where it is right now. So, you know, guys, of course, we want you all to know, who do you think is going to win? Vote for your favorite team. You can use !MYM as well as !. I believe that is going to be Epsilon. Yeah. And the way you do that is when you enter that into the Twitch chat, it will take you in to a link. And oh goodness, man, everyone rooting for MYM here. 88% rooting for MYM.
That's crazy. But as you were going to say, you know, as soon as you type that in the Twitch chat, a link will appear. Click to tweet. You click on that link, that will take you to Twitter, and then all you have to do is push the enter button, and that will automatically send your tweet into the interwebs, and then our amazing production crew, they do all the complicated mathematics behind it. And then they give us, all the witchcraft and wizardry from the interwebs. We don't need to worry about that. Our awesome production team, they go ahead and take care of all of that, and we have great little numbers and statistics like that. And you're right, you know, MYM with a bit of a fan base right now.
Yeah, they're dominating, man. I mean, they're definitely showing, you know, and in this game even, score is going to be 149 to 192 with actually MYM getting Epsilon on the bleed here, and they are going to get taken out. So that's going to be Ducky Chan. Flax is going to be the last person left alive here, and he's going to find actually Core in front of him, going for the hip fire, busting out that pistol last second. Let's see if he's going to be able to connect. No, he is not as safe here. He is going to be the one I'm kicking off with because he's 5-2, playing pretty solid. What is he using right now? Let's actually go ahead and check this out. So he's using the AEK, which is something that I thought, you know, we'd be seeing a little bit more with the Cobra compensator as well as an angled grip. So different loadout here for Safe. I appreciate the hustle.
Yeah, he's trying something a little bit different. He's obviously been watching some games yesterday, whereas a lot of people were running the same sort of stuff. So
yeah, like Ducky Chan here. He's running the Ace 23, which is what we saw a lot of yesterday.
We saw that a lot yesterday. I mean, a lot. It seems to be everyone's favorite weapon, and it's one of those things where realistically, you know, at this level, if there is a weapon that you feel most comfortable with and it just happens to be the same as everyone else, you're going to have to go ahead and use it. You know,
it's very true.
If that's what you feel very comfortable with, that's what you've been practicing with, you've got to go ahead and use it and keep on playing with it at this level. But right now, MYM, they only have control of that Charlie flag. Alpha is currently under contention. They are going to go ahead and grab that as well. Just Bravo under the control of Team Epsilon. And Epsilon with just over a 30-point deficit. You know, this is now really where we need to see them really put on that aggression, because it seems as soon as a team goes below 100 tickets, that pressure really gets them. And I didn't think yesterday we actually saw a game where the team that went below 100 first actually won the game.
You know what?
I don't think we did.
I think, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right about that. I mean, of course, you know, that is the craziness that has been this Battlefield 4 tournament. You know, that AA Fnatic game was phenomenal. I really hope we get to see those guys square off once again.
That was bonkers.
But even then, though, on this side here, I mean, you have MYM who's looking quite formidable. But Epsilon, though, they are trying to mount the comeback as A and B, though, are being contested. And that is going to be from the boys over in MYM. And it seems like they are going to lose A. They're not going to be able to get A, I should say. But they do manage to get a hold of B, which is going to be great for them as they're going to put Epsilon on the bleed yet again. Let's switch on over to the Epsilon side as Ducky Chan, he is dominating the competition. But let's go over to Duke and see what he's going to be doing as actually he will be capping C. I believe it's going to be with Core as well.
That was a really nice rotation as well from MYM. It's worth mentioning. As soon as they recognized they were losing, I think it was Charlie flag, they immediately rotated towards Bravo, managed to pick that flag up for themselves and kept the bleed going, and that's going to be so crucial in competitive Battlefield. But right now, Duke just going to be taking his time a little bit, just wants to make sure that he has this flag completely secure before he moves out. You can see B flag currently being taken away from MYM, so Epsilon managing to pick that one up for them, but immediately again, it is being taken from Epsilon.
Yeah, that's right. Epsilon does manage to get control of it, and they are actually going to move in here on what is this one, on B, and it seems like they are going to be able to get that cap. There's going to be one player there down there for Epsilon, as David's going to be around the corner. He does get taken out, but Ducky Chan, he's going to be the victim of Core's pistol. Manages to get him on that one, 148 to 113. As now MYM, they're going to be on the bleed. And you know what I have to say, man, Epsilon, they're definitely hanging in there with them. I mean, you know, this is a team that was selected. I know Epsilon's a great team as well, but we're seeing a really good matchup here between two very talented teams.
Yeah, they got a lot of confidence coming in from yesterday, not dropping a single map. And now they just need to try and get themselves back into this game, because MYM have started to develop quite a bit of a lead. As you see that Bravo flag actually go back in control of MYM. Now we're looking at Core to try and make some plays on my overhead. You're on board with Jerry. He's going to get taken down. It's actually going to be all left to Duke momentarily for this Epsilon lineup. He just needs to stay alive, allow his teammates to spawn on top of him before they make a push.
Very smart play.
He's done it well as well, because he just secured that C flag. He didn't strafe too far away. He didn't want MYM to go for that trip cap, because if they did, that bleed would have just gone so fast. That's
right, and Epsilon does cross over the 100-point threshold there, so let's see if your theory is correct, Ben. Let's see if a team that goes below 100 can actually win. I'm curious to know that as well, man, because that's not something that I thought about, right? Like, if a team goes below 100, do they win? So can they win? But yeah, so 129 to 95 here, as Duke is going to make moves and try and establish control over at B. He will be by himself here, as A actually is going to go. And we are actually going to see a trip cap here. Yes, we are, as Epsilon is going to be able to make it happen. Yes, they do. They get the trip cap, Benson. That's going to be massive, as Duke is actually going to have to fend off an attacker here. It's going to be one member of MYM. He's going to get taken out. That's going to be Ducky Chan. Now going back over to tabletop here. Let's see what's going to be had, as C is going to be acquired. But my goodness, man, Ben, the damage may have been done, as they are losing quite a bit of points on that exchange. And what a great play out of Epsilon.
That was some big time there for Epsilon, and you have to give credit to Duke. He had the initiative. He rushed towards that B flag, managed to get control of it, and now he's having to do some defensive work. He has one of his teammates with him as well, who you're actually on board with that, Jera. So Jera and Duke just being left to defend that B flag, and they've done it so very well. And now, well, MYM, they're going to be on the back foot a little bit. They need to try and capture one of these flags. C is going to be the easiest one to get, considering they're spawning over at that C flag. However, Epsilon applying the pressure once again. They're going to hop on that C flag. They've managed to neutralize it. They are losing A, so this could be, again, this is a worthy trade for Epsilon.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a good flip for them, but we do have the results. By the way, some more results. Make sure you guys are voting for the team that you want to win. Exclamation mark MYM, exclamation mark Epsilon, and let's see, what are the stats at right now? Oh, we got some Epsilon pushback there. It's only like 3%, but I'll take it. All right. Back to the action here. It is going to be 84-90 as Epsilon is going to be in the lead here. Now remember, guys, the way do we do this? We play both sides of the ball, essentially. So you play both sides. So it's fair for both teams.
Yeah.
And the way it's taken is the total of tickets that are left remaining at the end of the last game is flipped and given to the one team. So basically, if Epsilon ends up winning this game by the total that it is right now, they'll have like, 1 point, 1 ticket extra, right? And we'll add that into the next round. Is it that big of a lead? No, but it is.
It's a lead, though, right?
It is a lead. A lead's a lead, and you can't knock that.
And it's important to know as well, MYM, they just completely countered Epsilon's momentum, managed to get Epsilon trip capped, and they've been trip capped for around about 20 seconds before Epsilon have managed to capture that A flag. So it's going to be MYM with that fragile lead, 80 tickets to 68. For Epsilon there, and Epsilon, they really need to be aggressive on that C flag. They need to push it, and they need to make sure they secure it. They don't need to push for a trip cap. That's not what Epsilon needs to do at this point. They just need to hold 2, and they need to force that bleed.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, remember, you're playing the first side here, so you have another side to play, and Epsilon has already kind of established that, you know what, MYM, don't take them lightly, right? So going into the next half, I mean, I think Epsilon's warmed up at this point. That MYM, they probably are thinking like, man, we definitely didn't expect this, or maybe they did because, of course, these players are very familiar with one another, but it seems like they're going to go against the curve, Benson. They are going to move over and get B because they ended up losing A there on that exchange, so that makes perfect sense. And it seems like they are going to be able to cap B. That will give them B and C control. Easy transition as well from each flag. Yep. That's a good trade there for Epsilon.
Around about 10.5 minutes gone, 58-68. Is the score. Epsilon trailing by 10. They do have 2 flags though, as you say, Bravo and Charlie. And that transition to get from B and C is so simple. It is such a quicker transition as opposed to having that A flag, which is kind of just out there. It's not really in the middle of anything. And looking at the scoreboard as well, Alex, at this point, there's no one really going big, but you're saying, something happening over at that Charlie flag.
Core actually found one player there. He was able to pick him off with a hip fire. There's going to be another one outside. That's going to be Ducky Chan. He manages to clean him out as well. And I like this, man. They're going in for the squad revives. They're giving each other that support. No one's going to be downstairs just yet, but Core is going to get taken out. Looking at the stats here, man, it is a really close game. I mean, Core is going pretty big. He's 15-6, so he's playing phenomenal. On the other side here for MYM, you got Punch Rule. He's going to be 16-8. He's playing great, but score right now, 10-ticket differential between these two teams as Epsilon has this team on the bleed, and they're going for the trip cap, and it seems like they're going to be able to get it only for a brief time as A is going to get flipped as well. That is let's see here, how many members we have of Epsilon in the area. We have Guerra. Seems like there's only going to be one person left alive now, and my goodness, it seems like they do not manage to secure A, but look here, you can see all these members of MYM moving over towards C. It's going to be up to Horik here to hold this off.
This is going to have to be a big play from him. As it's drawn even now, Epsilon about to go back into the lead. He does manage to pick up one. That was Ducky Chan. Nice plays coming from him. And as you were saying, such a close game. I mean, Epsilon total 73 kills, MYM total of 68. But Horik, meanwhile, he is going to get taken down on that Charlie flag. And you can see both Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie all under contention. Epsilon are going to go ahead and grab A. They've lost C, though. And now the big fight is going to be over that Bravo flag. And it's going to be Team MYM that grab control. And that's going to put them back in the lead any second now.
Yeah, just by a smidge though, Benson. It's a 1 ticket. Now it's going to be tied up here between these two teams. What a way to kick off the show here at Dreamhack 2013, man. I mean, this is...
It's the same as yesterday. Yesterday was really probably one of the best games. It was the first game of the day. Day number 2 is going to be no different as MYM just start to develop a fragile lead. B is currently under contention. It's going to be Horik as well. He's going to be taking that flag for Team Epsilon. He's currently 19-11, having a great game for Epsilon. as they do manage to pick up the B flag, but immediately they're losing Alpha, and that's something Epsilon need to do at this stage. They need to be holding on to those flags that they cap, because MYM, they will punish them for that.
Yeah, well, you know what, though? They do manage to get control. Even though Alpha's neutralized, they have control of it. Now they have to go and support their teammate over here by B. This is going to be the opportunity that they need. There's going to be 2 members moving in. So if you're, well, actually, take a look here at Horik. He might be able to get a double. He does identify 2 players, and he will spot them. That much is for certain.
No.
But he is going to get taken out. Let's see what David 2K is going to be doing, as he's going to be watching back by A. He's going to find 1 player. He's going to be working with Duke. What's going on with Core? As Core actually is going to be fighting around B, but instead thinking, you know what, I'm going to move in on C and see if I can get this control here. There's going to be 1 player there. He's moving in with Duke. They are going to be able to get this one, Benson.
That was such a smart play.
That really was. I mean, if you see that there's just way too much time passing, don't just throw yourself at the flag. Just do the best you can and rotate around and pick up another one. They do manage to get tags and bend. I think this is a crazy game.
This is crazy close. And again, that was fantastic play from Core, recognizing there was no point pushing B. Core has 3 plays in front. 1, 2, 3, getting by the force as well. Oh my God, that would have been ridiculous. He went for the pistol switch, wasn't to be. But whilst all that is going on, it's going to be 24-13 in favor of Team Epsilon. It looks like Mike Theory has gone straight out the window as Epsilon pushed for the trip cap as well. And you have to give it to them. A fantastic performance. It looks like they're going to try and continue where they left off from yesterday. They didn't drop a map yesterday, and it's looking like they're starting off well in round number 1.
Oh, wow. Amazing performance here out of Epsilon. Guerra's going to continue to hold down C. Going to have Ducky Champ pushing in. He's going to tell him, sit down, son. It's going to be another one as well. He's going to get shut down, and that will do it. Epsilon coming up big here. 21-ticket lead going into the half, Ben.
That's going to be pretty comfortable. I'm not going to lie. You know, that 21-point lead, it's cushiony, you know? It's pretty cushiony.
Look at the stats here. Core, 23-12. David, 22-18. They had great runs. And pretty even spread here amongst the MYM crew as far as kills are concerned. But you got to talk about Flax. He had a 6,000-point score.
Wow.
He just playing the objective like a champion. On the other side, pretty even. That was a highly objective-based game. And also in that same token, it was just a slobber knocker, man. Like, they were just going back and forth. So we are not going to go to a commercial. We're actually going to stay right here and go into the next one. But 24 ticket lead? 21 ticket lead.
Such a wow. It's good and it's fragile at the same time. I mean, yesterday we saw a couple of 100-point leads going into that second set.
Yeah.
Fnatic especially were one of those teams that just kind of came out and were like, yeah, we've pretty much already won the second side. We don't really need to play it. 21, it's keeping it close.
Yeah, no, 21 is, that could be gone in a heartbeat. Honestly, that could be gone just by playing solid, domination, just holding 2, like that's standard. So it seems like we have a bathroom break for one of the players. But just want to reiterate some of the rules here real quick before we go to a quick break. So the way it works, basically, domination, you're going to have that 21 ticket lead. You're going to see it at the top of the screen. It's going to be added for Epsilon. And and I think I was told we're not going to have a commercial break. So I think we are, and I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out. We're not going to have a commercial break. Someone ran to the bathroom. That's what happened.
These players, man.
Sorry about that,
Tactical toilet
guys.
breaks. I've been preaching about this for the last year in esports.
Tactical toilet breaks?
Yeah.
How does that work?
What do you mean? Have you ever watched tennis?
Are you going prone or something like that? You got to crawl to the bathroom? Tactical status of the bathroom breaks.
Have you ever watched tennis?
No, not at all.
Really? All right. So
I'll end the joke there.
I wouldn't. Yeah, that's probably a good time. I wouldn't necessarily say you would do it this time, so it's probably not happened. But I've seen it happen. When a player or a team is behind, they will go to the toilet just to stop
to knock the momentum. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
See,
makes sense.
tactical toilet breaks. I've been preaching about it. No one gets it.
Back to the domination rules. So 21 points are going to be added to the overall ticket count going into the second half for Epsilon. So then instead of them having, you're going to see a plus 21 at the top of the screen.
Yep.
You can just go ahead and add that. Now, on the other side, if you're an MYM fan, you do not want MYM to go below 21 tickets. As soon as they go below 21 tickets, that's it. It's game over.
Mathematically impossible for them to win.
That's right, because they'll need more than 21 tickets to win. So there you go. Knowledge. All right.
Knowledge bombs.
Knowledge bomb. So, of course, Zavad 311 is it's actually a really great map, in my personal opinion, for domination.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I feel it's one of the more balanced maps for domination. And, we had a big discussion yesterday around the end of the day. We were actually asking you guys in the stream, what are your thoughts on Battlefield as a competitive sort of esport, and how would you improve it? What sort of twists and turns would you have? And a lot of people, they feel pretty good about Battlefield 4, and we do as well. We had a talk this morning as well about what would we change, what would we do, and I think our general consensus was just add another game type, and I think that would add so much.
I usually yell at Daniel Matros about that kind of stuff.
Well, Daniel actually came over and he was talking about, I believe it was obliteration.
Yeah, well,
he was
I mean,
preaching about.
Yeah, there obviously is a lot of ideas, being tossed around, but Daniel Matros is he's spearheading the esports movement for the Battlefield crew. So
he's a good guy to have.
Yeah.
Like at that level.
He really is.
Like,
he really is.
He knows what he's talking about. So
kind of. It's Daniel.
Well, his name. What's his current Twitter name?
Taylor Swift.
He's Taylor Swift this week.
It's Taylor Swift this week. Last week he was.
Beyonce Knowles?
No. He was Oprah.
Was he?
It was Oprah.
Was it Oprah
last
Winfrey
week.
last week?
Yeah, it was Oprah Winfrey last week.
Was it Beyonce Knowles the week before?
It was Beyonce when we went to London for the Battlefield 4 showdown.
Wow.
Yeah, it was Beyonce then. I keep track of this kind of stuff.
That's good to know.
Because honestly, there's not much more for me to do. So it's not like I'm casting all the time. So in any case, though, let's actually take a look at the overview there of Dreamhack, and look at that. Look at all those PCs just lined up, man. That is just absolutely awesome. A lot of people playing Battlefield, by the way, which is awesome.
So many people playing. As we were walking through the venue this morning, there was a lot of Battlefield 4 people. They
all have
chilling.
better PCs than I would ever have.
I feel for you.
Yeah,
I do.
It's bad, man. Struggle's real.
You need to get on that PC grind, bro.
I need to
look at all these happy PC gamers right now.
Okay.
Look at them all. Look at them all.
I know that you and I are both gonna get probably bashed for this, but you and I both come from console, dude.
Hey, I got a brand new PC.
And the sad part is, despite me not having a PC, I could run the Spectator very well, and you're just straight cheeks at it. So,
whoa.
That's all I'm saying, brother.
Whoa.
That's all I'm saying.
Do you want to take the feed from my Spectator?
Nah, not at all. I think that would be it.
Because you're nervous. I seen you shaking.
I'm nervous.
You're shaking.
You're nervous.
You are nervous, man.
Oh, man.
You are nervous.
So what is going on out there in the chat? How's everyone doing?
Let's have a look. How's everyone in the chat doing?
I agree, Lazy Bird. The place does look sick. I agree. That's actually the Heroes of Newerth booth right across from us, and where you actually see the choice of champions, that Aces area. That's actually the Dota 2 stage. So that's pretty cool. StarCraft is to our right, and as we pan over on the side here, you're gonna notice that the Battlefield 4 competitors are gonna be all lined up and getting ready for their action, getting ready for the games.
All right, I'm gonna pay you never to do that again.
No, why would you do that, Ben?
What even is that? What?
It's my fancy voice. So yeah, there's a pan out, and then but guys, I just want to reiterate here real quick. This is just one hall.
Yeah.
It's just one hall. All those PCs that you see of people playing and having fun and all that stuff, that's just one hall, and it's absurd. Like, we haven't even gone to the other hall yet because we've been too busy entertaining you fine people. There goes the players there. I don't know what team that is. I believe that's MYM, if I'm correct. But
I think you could just see someone's PC is just
one guy just like, hey, what is going on here?
Someone just had a little bit of a meltdown, but you can just see all the fancy. I love that.
Of course, big shout out to the sponsors: Astro, Sapphire, AMD, XMG, and Fragnet as well. All the players are playing on XMG laptops. I just learned that.
Yeah, I know, you were jealous as hell.
Hell yeah, man! I want a PC, man.
It was funny, right? Because we sat down, we logged into obviously the Origin accounts, and you couldn't play.
I want a PC. I'm doing that because my good friend Rachel's opposite of the PC, so I'm just, opposite of this. I'm just like that.
See, now everyone in the stream is upset that you didn't do it to them.
Oh, well, stream, I will give you guys, blow you all kisses. They probably are not. They're like, I really wish this guy would shut up. That's probably what's going on.
Since you said you don't have a PC, probably.
Yeah, exactly. I want,
noob, man. You are a noob.
The struggle has never been more real, my friend.
I think we should walk around.
We should have a petition to make me a PC. Right? We should everyone should just join me. And just join me and help me get a PC. That's it. So I could play Battlefield 4 with you guys. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. I think we should go around and see if we can get you a laptop.
That would be dope. I think
that's what we should do.
So it seems like for some reason we do have the players actually lining up and getting ready to go. Obviously, I think it comes as no surprise that there have been some technical difficulties you know, throughout the day.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It is gonna happen. It's worth mentioning as well. I saw someone in the chat saying, "Oh my God, they're playing on laptops, noobs." Yeah, these are kind of like.
Yeah, these things are not
just like
normal laptops.
Yeah, they're not just kind of like your average.
They're like this big. They're like this big. No, they're not that big, but they are great laptops.
They are amazing laptops. I mean, they're playing I think 120 FPS. I think was what.
Yeah,
what
100 FPS,
100 like craziness.
Yeah,
So that's better than. Well, you don't even have a. Do you not have a PC?
I play at like 10 FPS. On
No
Battlefield.
wonder you suck. I've always wondered why.
No, well, I mean, you play me on PS4 and like PS4. I'm shining, man. I'm good.
Okay.
But you play me on PC and I won't.
You're that guy that's like stirring across the screen.
I'm that
right?
guy. I'm that guy. You know, but it's only on my screen, obviously.
Oh,
waiting on the players to come back, obviously, and get ready. So it seems like the players are good. Finally, we've done enough filler for this time being. If this is the game, I'm not sure. I believe this is the game. This is the game. So we have about 30 seconds before it kicks off here. But again, guys, let us know who you think is going to take this. You can use !MYM, !Epsilon. And that will tell you, or that will actually take you to Twitter, where you can just do a click to tweet.
Yep.
You can vote. And let's actually see who's in the lead right now. I'm curious.
I think MYM will probably still be in the lead. They had a big chunk of support from last time. Oh, 80-20 Epsilon.
Some pushback, baby.
They're getting there. They're getting there. They are getting there just in time. It's worth mentioning as well, Epsilon do have that fragile lead. I think was it 21 points?
Yeah, that's right.
21 point lead in favor of Team Epsilon going into the second side. And the big question is, how are both these two teams going to go off the break? I've got my overhead view up, and it looks like Epsilon have dedicated more medics, actually 3 going towards B. However, so have MYM, so we could see a gunfight anytime soon. Yeah,
that's right. I'm actually on board here with Flax here as he's going to be looking around. Ducky Chan is going to get picked off. Punch Rule is also going to get taken out as well, and it seems like Epsilon's going to win B right away. Last person left alive is going to be Flax.
Well, Flax is just going to have to try and do some defensive work for the time being. And it looks like he's managed to do it.
Yeah, you know, just playing this one back. I mean, if you take a look here, he is going to find one. He's going to find a second as well. It's going to be a good kill by him. That's going to open up B, and that's going to give his teammates an opportunity to go and cap A, and they could actually get a trip cap here. Yes, they are. Let's see if they're going to be able to hold it one off as I hop on board with Ducky Chan. There's going to be 2 members of Epsilon actually pushing in. They got the trip cap. That is exactly what they wanted. Epsilon with that plus 21 lead. MYM, they answered back lovely here, and it seems like they could actually get this lead building up for them, that ticket lead. That would be phenomenal if MYM is able to do that.
Yeah, they've only managed to have that trip cap for a couple of seconds. They have managed to, Epsilon have managed to take that alpha flag away from them. However, MYM, they are going to start on top, just a 4-ticket lead, but that Charlie flag is being taken away from them. There's only going to be 2 up. It's S8F, and it was Flax momentarily. Flax still yet to die, actually, for this MYM lineup, as that Charlie flag is finally going under control of Epsilon. So Epsilon looking at continuing where they left off last round.
Yeah, taking a look at where Flax is located, he's just going to be designated B defense, which I think is a pretty sound thing for him to do there. Jumping over now to Wafi and crew as they're trying to get aggressive on A. Epsilon does have control. I mean, honestly, MYM knows that they have no time to mess with here as they're dealing with that plus 21 differential, or that plus 21 added to the already score of Epsilon here. So they just need to continue to chip away at that lead. They did end up losing B, it seems, and they are going to get A, but there is going to be a member of Epsilon moving in as Flax is going to be taking some fire here. He's 6-1. He's playing great. Let's see if he's going to be able to revive his teammate. Yes, he is. And they're going to continue to hold on to A, and it seems like Epsilon, they're losing C as well. So MYM looking great right now. Yeah,
MYM trying to counter back everything Epsilon throw at them. And that's going to be important. But the big thing that we're going to need to see MYM do is hold that trip cap. They're going to need to push that B flag, and they're going to need to reduce this lead a lot quicker, because you have to remember, as you so rightly pointed out, Golden Boy, Epsilon with a 21-point lead from that first round. So MYM, they're going to have to try and get rid of that as quickly as they possibly can. As Flax, he's going to be bottom C flag. He's managed to pick up 1. He sees another, picks that up as well. Managed to go for the revive. Nice plays all round coming from Flax.
Yeah, Flax is looking really good here, 8-1. You can't argue with that. A good performance in his regard. Finding players actually spawning on the opposite side over there by A, as they're going to be working their way through the mid staircase now. And Flax having to drop back nades flying in, giving himself that med pack, and really just not going for a challenge just yet. MYM, they're playing on the back foot here. They can't afford this. They need to answer back some way, somehow.
MYM have managed to grab that Bravo flag. That's going to give them B and C control. That's going to be what they need, but they need to hold this. This is something that they haven't been able to do. Every time they manage to get that 2 flag to 1, they've lost it almost immediately because of Epsilon's great aggression and the way that Epsilon are controlling the map, even though they only have that 1 flag. And it's been shown again. Epsilon diving on that Charlie flag. This time, though, MYM are able to counter it.
Yeah, that's right. So it seems like, no, C actually is still being contested, Benson. So they're now trying to flip their way over to, and pick up C themselves, and they do manage to get it. So yeah, C was being contested, so they had a player in the back there. They had to hang back, but like you said, they were able to stop that rush. It was just, again, one of those things where you see players actually, like, you know, because we have the blue Doritos all over the place. So it's very hard to tell on my end, at least. But yeah, looking here, Wafi's able to find one player. He picks him off, and they're going after A, so they might go for the trip cap here, Ben.
That was Flax. He was on that A flag, and he's managed to do well. He's picked up a couple of kills and grabbed that flag. Now the trip cap is there, and this is going to be so good for MYM. This is going to be reducing that 21-point lead Epsilon have, and as a matter of fact, it's going to be 127 points. It's going to reduce it, and that's actually now going to put MYM at level pegging. Now they're actually in the lead.
That's right. So with that said, MYM, I mean, they have an opportunity to win this game, guys. They just need to continue playing the way that they're playing here, but they did lose A and B. So Ducky Chan's going to be by himself, jumping over to Flax here. He's going to be going after B. He will have 2 teammates actually working B, so he's going to hold down C, finding Gara right in front of him and not able to pick him up.
It's kind of like he was surprised, though, wasn't it? He was just sat in the bush and shot, and he was like, wait, is that actually a person?
It's like he was living in the grass for a second. It's like crept out of there. I like that MYM. They're reviving their teammates and picking each other up.
Yeah.
Like, I have to say, because, you know, why wait, right? You don't end up losing those tickets if you go on the respawn. And a lot of times, you know, players, I haven't seen a lot of players yesterday, like, actually go and try and revive their teammates. But this is a great look here for Punch Rule, as he's actually going to have some upper ground, which is something we have not seen used in Zavad. You can't go on top of the roofs, but you can actually go up through there. So it's not like it's out of the realm of possibility. But Punch Rule is just going to continue to navigate around A. He's finally going to get picked off. And we were talking about that lead that MYM was able to develop, and little by little, Epsilon has been able to chip away at it. And it seems like they are getting trip capped here. But MYM's safe. He is going to move in and make this happen. But Horik and David are going to be in the vicinity. And it seems like we could end up seeing a trip cap, but Punch Rule needs to go huge as he's going to get taken out there. And that's going to be unfortunate. One of the members of MYM backed out. Oh, my goodness. That is unfortunate there. But his time is going to be dwindling down here. Hopefully that was just a game freeze and not a PC freeze.
I think it was. I think it was a... Well, we'll see, won't we, if he joins back quickly. But meanwhile, you guys have been eagerly voting away on Twitter, obviously using that exclamation mark, and obviously your team, obviously exclamation mark MYM. That'll bring up the click to tweet. Go vote for MYM if you're one of their many fans. However, if you're an Epsilon fan, put exclamation mark Epsilon, and that will bring up the click to tweet in the chat. All you guys need to do is go to that and click it. And Epsilon, they are really fighting back, 64 to 36%. So you guys, keep on voting in the chat. Try and give your team some support, because right now MYM, they are going to be a man down. However, they do have 2-to-1 flag control. Alpha and Charlie in their possession, and that is really putting Epsilon on the back foot.
Yeah, well, good thing it was only a game freeze, because Flax is going to be right back, and MYM, they managed to hold them off, and they have A and C. So, Ben, I think that MYM might be able to answer back here, as Gara and Core are going to be the last 2 left alive, as Duke will now be on the respawn here for Epsilon. Let's see what they're going to do. Is Ducky Chen's going to be the one I'm following, making his way over toward B, but I don't know if this is absolutely necessary.
It seems like they just want to apply that pressure, and that's exactly what Ducky Chen is recognizing. He realized that they were going to be losing that Charlie flag, so this is going to be a big gunfight. He needs to kill Gara here. If he isn't able to do so, well, that's actually his teammate coming in from the side. They need to hop on this B flag. They need to do it quickly, because let's not forget Epsilon with a fragile 21-point lead as we go 8 minutes into this game. Nice play from Ducky Chen. Shuts down one on the right-hand side. They have now got control of A and B. They just need to leave it like this, Golden Boy. They don't need to push that C flag. Yeah,
that's right. Going back over to Ducky Chan here, as he was actually able to close one out. He's going to be 11-9. And again, working on that lead there, man. They know that they have that plus 21 deficit that they have to overcome. It seems like B is getting capped, and Ducky is going to wait.
He needs to make a play here. He left it quite late. He was able to pick up 1 kill. There's going to be another one right at the other side of that tank. He hasn't seen it just yet. I think finally he did just have a sneak peek. but that B flag is going to be what he's most worried about. There's going to be the fight in front of him. There's going to be two. Ew! Managed to shut down one, not the second. But MYM, they are able to get B control.
Oh, nice play there out of Flax. Says he's going to go for that revive, helping out his teammate. And you know what? Benson, they're continuing to chip away at this. MYM, despite them losing a player, were able to hold their own, and that's what's most important here. They are working on it. They have a 30-point lead over Epsilon. At this point, if you add that 21 points into it, they're winning this game by about 10 tickets, but still, MYM, they're looking phenomenal here. Although they ended up losing or actually C, they are working on A. So let's see if they're going to be able to maintain control on B for this duration of this matchup.
You know, I'm looking at Flax to try and make a play over here towards that Charlie flag. That's what's going to be necessary. They have A and B. It looks like now finally MYM, they're going to push for that trip cap. Really going to try and put Epsilon on the back foot. The pistol switch comes out, picks up the kill assist. Nice plays coming from Flax. They have managed to grab the C flag. A is being taken away from them, but that doesn't matter. This couple of seconds of the trip cap, that's what's crucial. That's reducing the tickets very fast. However, they needed to make sure they didn't lose that B flag, and it looks like they are actually going to lose it. Epsilon, replying tune.
Yeah, well, you know what? Safe's going to be in the vicinity. Finds one player, able to take him out. That was going to be David. And it seems like they have another one over there as well. Let's see here. No, they are working on it, and they do have control, so there's going to be no one here. One player, as a matter of fact, is going to be Core. He's going to try and push in here on the red team. They have C control. Let's see here what Epsilon is going to be able to do to chip away, come back into this matchup here as Duke is going to get cleaned up. Core is going to be there as well, finding one player. He's going to get taken out. And now it's going to be all left up to Horik. Let's see if he can keep his team alive in this matchup.
This is so tough for Epsilon. Their tickets dwindling down. They are jumping on top of that Charlie flag. That's going to be big plays for them. Let's have a look at what Safe's up to on this MYM lineup. He's current team 85 tickets as opposed to Epsilon's 39. Epsilon do have 2 flags though, but A is being taken away from them. MYM so close to finishing this game up here. All they need to do is get Epsilon below that 21-point mark.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, no.
MYM, yeah.
MYM needs to get Epsilon below that 21 ticket point there. You know, and the game's not over here. I mean, we have like 49 minutes, so there's plenty of time. You know what I mean? Like, you are gonna end up getting a victor no matter what. But the question is, can Epsilon answer back? They do manage to have 2 tickets. If they can keep on chipping away at this lead, it doesn't matter what the score is. They just need to get them below 21 and they will win. So they know that they have 50 more tickets to work with here, and they have A and C control. Let's see what Safe is going to do as the call to attack C has been made. There are going to be a couple members actually forcing their way over there. As Safe is going to go around the corner, challenge Horik. He's going to have to drop back, pistol switch, gets taken out, but they do manage to get the trade there.
This is big plays coming in from the Epsilon.
Oh, and a trip cap out of Epsilon.
Yep, Epsilon managing to get that trip cap off. Waffy, meanwhile, he's on the C flag. Is he going to be able to try and make some plays? He's going to have a few Epsilon plays running at him, managing to pick up one that was on Core. Missed through his nade there a little bit. Second one, that is going to go through that doorway. But right now, MYM, they need to reply. They can't just count on this one flag.
That's very true there. I mean, of course, they have them on the bleed. They have MYM on the bleed. But MYM is going to be making moves and making a cap to B happen. It seems like they're going after A as well, and they might actually get the trip cap here. There's going to be one member there. Waffy's going to be there for the stop. Safe's going to be by himself, as C is also going to get contested, but Safe is going to be there to respond to some players as he's going to drop back over towards C. They're going to let Epsilon have C. And remember, guys, they need to just completely defeat Epsilon at this time. They need to just win the game and stay above 21 tickets. Epsilon on the other side just needs to get MYM below 21 tickets. Safe, he is going to get dropped. Waffy, 18-9. Making his way over to C, seeing that there are going to be a couple players there in the vicinity who are capping it. It's actually going to be 3. Nothing he can do if he goes into that doorway.
He's just like, out! Not challenging that.
He's like, we out.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to go in there blind, but at the same time, he is going to need to have to challenge the C flag. He can't allow Epsilon to get control, because you can see MYM's tickets are slowly dropping. 36 left. If they drop below 21 and Epsilon is still alive, that is going to be GG in round number 1 here. And you have to see Waffy make some big plays. C is being taken Alpha as well. That's actually currently neutral. I believe that's going to go in favor of Epsilon. So in fact, no, it's going in favor of MYM. So MYM trying to force the trip cap here.
Yeah, if they force the trip cap right now, that will be brutal, as Punch Rule's going to be staying alive here. He's going to get picked off. 3 are going to be down here for MYM, as they are going to go and make this cap happen. 34 tickets, but there's 12 tickets remaining here for Epsilon. The pressure is on. On the other side here, Epsilon, they have 20 and 19. They're playing phenomenal, but their ticket count there shows, and they're going for a trip cap. Epsilon, they're going to be able to make this one happen, but MYM is going to go, and they are going to pick up B, but there is going to be some activity over here. Flax is going to be able to pick up B. Now looking on the other side, Epsilon,
24.
Duke and company, they're going to be there working their way through. 1 point
22.
remaining, and they're going to put them below that threshold there. It's going to take one ticket.
One ticket.
Oh
What?
my goodness, Epsilon answers back. And they're going to go after B. 21 tickets,
If they
7
cap
tickets.
B, if they cap B, that should be GG. Epsilon desperately just trying to hold on to this game. They only have 7 points. They have B and C. C is being taken from them. That's a tie game. That's 21. One more ticket. That's going to do it as well. It's so close right now.
Control's the last person left alive.
21.
He's the last person left alive. He gets the kill on the side.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. And
The
that's
trip
it.
up
Oh my goodness. Hey, good. My goodness. That would have been insane.
That is, I mean, what a way to kick off
Wow.
day 2 here at Dreamhack.
That was as close as you could
Whew.
possibly hope for it to be. You know, of course, as the game continues to dwindle down here, just talking about some statistics real quick. You know, Wafi, great performance out of him, 21 and 12. You know, Horik, 22 and 20. Big objective
Big kills.
plays as well out of Ducky Chan as well as David. Wow, what a game that was, man.
Epsilon just holding on.
Squeaking
Just-
by. 5 tickets.
They had
Five tickets.
That was it. That was a 5-ticket game. That was all it was in that first game.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, we're going to
Crazy.
jump to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have game number 2. It is going to be on Operation Locker. You're not going to want to miss it, so we'll see you on the other side.